In a small village, there lived a poor fisherman named Lau, who earned his living by catching fish every day. But something strange kept happening. Every night, his basket of fish would be empty by morning. This worried Lau greatly. Every day, he went to the river to catch fish. One evening, after filling his basket with fish, he decided to catch the thief who was stealing them. He took his old bamboo stick and hid behind the basket. That night, the air was freezing cold, and the moonlight shimmered over the lake. Lau's eyes grew heavy with sleep, but he tried hard to stay awake. At midnight, the basket suddenly shook. Lau's heart started pounding. He thought the thief had arrived, but to his shock, the basket began to rise from the ground and float into the air. Lau stood up in the basket and saw himself flying through clouds. Fear and curiosity filled him. Suddenly, the basket stopped. Lau found himself in front of a shining golden palace, with silver gates and colorful gardens all around. The basket tipped over, and the fish inside seemed to move as if under a spell. They jumped out and began hopping along a golden path. Lau followed them into a grand hall, where a white tiger dressed in silk robes was playing a harp. The fish leapt straight into the tiger's mouth. Furious, Lau shouted, "You are the thief stealing my fish. Those fish are my livelihood." The tiger calmly replied, "Don't be afraid. I won't harm you. In exchange for these fish, I'll give you immense wealth and happiness. But remember, this fortune is yours only until its true owner, a man named Bogey, comes for it." When Lau opened his eyes, he was in a magnificent palace. His ragged clothes had turned into silk. His hut had become a luxurious mansion, and piles of gold coins surrounded him. Lau now lived a life of comfort, eating delicious food and sleeping on velvet beds. It felt like heaven. But every night, he had the same terrible dream. A giant bull-headed man would storm into his house, shouting, "I am Bogey. This is mine. Get out." He would throw Lau out and claim all their wealth. Lau would wake up terrified, look at his gold coins and silk clothes, and reassure himself that it was just a dream. Yet, he couldn't sleep peacefully. One day, he heard strange noises at his door. Grabbing his bamboo stick, he stepped outside, but no one was there. Then, he heard a baby crying. To his surprise, he found a baby lying in a basket, with a note beside it. The neighbors read it aloud for him. "Please take care of this child. His name is Bogey." Lau froze in fear. Could this be the same Bogey from the tiger's warning? His mind raced. If I get rid of the baby, he thought, my fortune will be safe. He took the baby in a boat to a deserted island and said, "Forgive me, but you must stay here." As he turned to leave, it began to rain, and the baby cried loudly. Lau's heart melted. He picked up the baby and took him home. He made a rattle from bamboo, filled it with rice and cloth. Whenever he shook it, the baby would stop crying. Lau decided to raise Bogey as his own son, giving him love and care. He taught Bogey to help the villagers and be kind. Years passed, and Bogey grew into a smart, hard-working young man. Lau's fear slowly disappeared. He proudly called Bogey his son, and they lived happily together.